It seems the heels advocates has to make this video because my brothers and sisters, the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randall Keith Orton has turned heel on his protege, on his freaking students, Cody Rhodes, me a Rastafari. Me a bombo clat Rastafari, Cody Rhodes. He turned heel on him, bro. Now, are we talking? Now, are we talking? This is what we needed, my brothers and sisters. Now, how does the heels advocate feel about this? Look, there are two types of heels or heel turns that a lot of us want to go ahead and, advocate for, no pun intended. And that is the heel that is like the anti-hero, the anti-establishment, like the guy that's kind of cool, right? Every one of us love, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, we love a badass heel like that, right? And that is what we envision when we talk about a heel. We're not talking about an individual that we just hate from the bottom of our gut, like Gunther, like we hit it all, Gunther. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about Gunther, right? I'm not talking about him. But we are talking about heels like John Cena when he first turned heel. What did we all want from him? We wanted him to have a cool heel run. And Randy Orton is that type of a heel. He is kind of that cool-ish heel type of guy. Now, to me, this segment, I'm not going to lie, it's really was surprising. I'm surprised that they really went there. But at the same time, I am not too surprised. Because CM Punk is a babyface, Roman Reigns is a babyface, Cody Rhodes is a babyface, and Randy Orton is a babyface. So we're going to have 4 people that are going to have their respective main events on night 1 and night 2, and they're both babyfaces. We can't have that, right? So somebody has to turn. And for the Roman feud, it's CM Punk, right? He first took the shot at the dig at like the family. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bury you next to your father, right? That's what he did. And for Randy and Cody, we didn't really know what we were gonna get. Now, obviously, we could have gotten Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, but nobody wants to see that, right? So basically, in the middle of the freaking in the contract signing, Cody Rhodes was like, you know what, Randy? It's about time that we're gonna go viral on social media. Do you want to go? Goddamn. Do you want... The freaking accent is gonna kill me, bro. So, Randy, do you want to go viral on social media? Because I want to go viral on social media, right? And he said pretty much, for every wrestler that's come and gone, everybody that said, I want to build the perfect wrestler would perfectly build a Randy Orton. And pretty much Randy Orton got to the mic and he said, look, Cody, I'm happy that, you got your title back, but bro, I kind of won the freaking chamber. You lost it, and you're right now in front of my face with the title. That's what he kind of insinuated. He's like, I don't know what to feel about Drew. Like, Drew, for better or worse, we can say whatever you want about him, but it's like, bro, he had the title, now it's gone. Like, what the fuck? What's going on here, right? So that was the first question mark of that segment, and before we knew it, it kind of immediately turned into the heel turn. Now, I'm not going to lie, the heel turn in that particular moment, I think they could have kind of jerked it a little bit more, right? I think they could have teased it a little bit more. They edged it on a little bit more, kind of like let it sit in, a little bit more for the crowd. But I wish there was more signs, chat. I wish there was more signs. If you guys remember King of the Ring last year, when Cody Rhodes defeated Randy Orton and, Randy was walking back up the ramp, what did Randy Orton do? He looked back at the ring. He was mean mugging. He was like, bro, I cannot stand this. I cannot stand losing like this. I shouldn't have hesitated it. I shouldn't have waited on the punt. I should have just done it, right? And that was last year, June or July? I think it was June, or I don't know, June, July, whatever. It's been a long time since then, bro. It's been a long time since then, bro. It's like 9 months ago, 8 months ago. Had we reestablished or rekindled those segments, those feelings towards Cody Rhodes, We could have done something with it. We could have really done something with it, but now it's kind of iffy, in my opinion. It really is iffy. You know what I'm saying? So suddenly, right, the guy that won the freaking chamber, that's happy to be where he is, he's the guy that's turning heel. I don't know. Look, I'm happy that he's turning heel. Honestly, him being a babyface ever since like 2021, you know, like whenever he came back as like the legend killer, right, against Edge. You guys remember that? Like he kind of turned heel for no reason, pretty much. Like he walked into WrestleMania that year, no kidding, right? Like he turned on Edge, and he didn't really come out and give a proper explanation on his promos, right? Like week after week, Randy Orton had come out and he would hold a mic to his face and then let it go again. That was it. But, you know, no explanation. And right now, there could be a justifiable explanation. You know, this could be, in a way, the freaking John Cena heel turn / heel run that we could have gotten out of him. What were the main motives that we expected John Cena to turn heel on Cody? Cody was a new babyface, right? Like he was a new face of the company. He was a new guy. He was a new like ace of the WWE. And, you know, John Cena could have looked at it and said, look, man, you're doing a horrible job. Like you're disrespecting what I've built here by doing what you're doing. This is not the way that you're supposed to be going out of here and leading this company. This is not the way. I'm going to show you why I am the greatest of all time. And Cody Rhodes, you're simply just not on my level. Had John Cena done that, that could have made the feud between Cena and Cody Rhodes feel a lot more real. But it didn't, right? What did Cena come out and say? This is a dysfunctional relationship. All right, bro, just wrap it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear it no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear it no more, right? So that could be right now all of the right motives that I just named for John Cena that he could have used last year. We could do it for Randy. All of those motives we could use it for Randy right now. I wouldn't be against that. Because if Randy Orton is going to come out next week and say, listen, I did what I did for one simple reason. And that is because these people have forgotten about me. These people have lost their respect for me. These people have gotten too complacent. Everybody right now in the locker room, you look at them, they're all fat, ugly, unathletic pigs. And I'm over here, 45 years old, in the best shape of my life. I'm double their age, and I'm doing double their work. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You guys should be right now on my tail. On my tail. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything in your power to take me down. But you guys can't do it. So what am I going to do about it? Hell, I'm going to break Triple H's record, and I'm going to become a 16-time world champion. And I'm not going to end it there. I'm going to break John Cena's record. I'm not stopping anywhere. I want to become the greatest of all time. For far too long, Randall Keith Orton has sat around and done nothing. You want to talk about RK Bro? You want to talk about legacy? You want to talk about respect and love and all of this? I'm sick and tired of it now. I'm just about sick and tired of it now. So let me tell you guys one more thing. Do you remember all of the terror? All of the terror that a young Randy Orton put the WWE through? It's about to be a whole lot worse. It's about to be a whole lot worse. If you think you guys had it bad then, it's about to be a whole new ball game now. And that's the way Randy Orton should be. Menacing, cold, you know what I'm saying? With a mission. He should be a guy that is not afraid to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, take it to the next level. Like, I want to see Randy Orton come out of there wearing freaking, like, you know what I'm saying, like putting handcuffs on Cody. tying up against the ropes, break out the freaking kendo stick and whoop on him. He should do all of that. He should go that far. Now, let me talk about the point that Randy Orton wanted to make before, Cody came out and just glazed him the entire time. The point that Randy wanted to make is that, look, man, like, I thought it was like pretty much Drew that was going to be here, but like, I win the freaking, I win the chamber. The next week, he got the belt, and now I'm standing right in front of you. I beat you at the chamber, bro. Why are you here? So let me talk about that for a quick second here. A lot of people want to make, their voices be known at their hate for this, at their dislike for pretty much Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes being the main event. Hell, I should say their dislike for Cody Rhodes getting the title back. But the reality of the matter is this: Cody Rhodes was never supposed to lose the title. Cody Rhodes was never supposed to lose the title. The only reason why Cody Rhodes lost the title, and it wasn't because of whatever kayfabe explanation that they wanted to give you. No, the real reason why Cody Rhodes lost the title is because Roman Reigns called up The Rock, and The Rock told the TKO board of members, he called up, he said, look, Ari Emanuel, CEO of TKO, we gotta make my cousin win the freaking Royal Rumble this year. They went behind Triple H's back, and they went ahead and made Roman Reigns the guy locked in to win the Royal Rumble. Triple H was like, shit, man, I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is this. I can protect my golden boy. I can protect my Cody Rahim Rhodes. So what does he do? A few weeks before the Royal Rumble happens, Cody Rhodes suddenly loses the title to Drew McIntyre. Which means Roman Reigns, when he does win the Royal Rumble, he cannot challenge Cody Rhodes. That's it. It isn't about the WWE screwing Drew McIntyre. If anything, if anything, Drew McIntyre was lucky. He should be grateful to get the 2-3 week freaking run that he had. He should be grateful to get that because he wasn't going to get it any other way. If they truly wanted to go and, build up to Cody versus Roman 3 in a Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania, then they would have done it. And if they were to have done that, they wouldn't have needed freaking Drew McIntyre to get the title off of him. The only move that Drew McIntyre made on this chessboard is 100% to kind of, blur the lines for the Cody Roman rematch. That was it. He played no other freaking role than this. Now, Randy Orton, I'm happy he turned heel, But it's like, man, I'm not too sure I want to look. It's a tough position, right? The job of the heel is to get heat and to get booed. Randy Orton is not going to get booed, bro. Randy Orton is going to walk into WrestleMania as the babyface. Trust me. Last year, when John Cena and Cody Rhodes had their match at WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes was getting booed out of that building, and he was supposed to be the babyface. Cena was the heel. Cena was getting cheered. I believe something like that will happen. But what this really reiterates is that after this whole thing is done, hell, maybe Randy will get the title back. Hell, maybe Randy will lose. Randy may not even get the title off of Cody at Mania. Maybe not. Who knows? But what this really confirms is that the WWE is going to be steadfast in holding Cody Rhodes as the ultimate babyface. And I believe that is okay. The whole trajectory of Cody Rhodes' career has only served one purpose, and that is to be the perfect counter babyface to Roman Reigns' ultimate villainous heel. That was all he was ever supposed to be. And Cody Rhodes played that role perfectly. Cody Rhodes is the, typical lovable guy that, we all love and, care for in wrestling. If you're that type of guy like Cody Rhodes, people care for you. People love you, right? You are the babyface. So I think Cody's job is way more valuable than him becoming a heel. I've seen Cody Rhodes play a heel in NJPW, in Ring of Honor, in freaking AEW to a certain extent. I've seen him do that. He is such a good, dislikable heel. But that was in the indies, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was saying the F word. He was cussing people out. He was doing this. He was doing that. I don't think we can get that level of heel out of Cody. So why should we even try? Not to say that we shouldn't get a heel Cody at some stage, but I don't think all of the investments that we have made right now is worth for Cody Rhodes to turn it around and become a heel. Then what? If Cody becomes a heel, then what? We're going to go into freaking Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes rematch. Roman is the babyface. Cody is the heel. You can guess twice who's going to win that one. The babyface, of course. Always. So, I don't think that like this right here sets up anything in that regard. I don't believe there's going to be a way that Cody Rhodes is going to come out of this feud becoming a heel. I hope not. I don't want to see Cody as a heel. I want to see Randy Orton bring out 2009 Randy Orton. I want to see him bring out the punt. I want to see him go out there and, break people's faces. I want him to become a savage, bro. This is what people have forgotten. Like, let's be honest, bro. Ever since Randy Orton had beaten John Cena in that TLC match for both of those titles, he's been kind of irrelevant. He got fucked up by Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam with the elbows. Then he came back, and I don't know when. It was like 2019, 2020. Edge came back. Randomly turns heel on Edge. And like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, he never explained why he turned heel. I mean, that's pretty poor. Anyways, that WrestleMania is in a freaking warehouse as lockdown. And then from there, he goes back to being a babyface. And he's a freaking RK bro with Matt Riddle. It was over for him, bro. Ever since that run that he had with both of those titles around his shoulders and when he beat John Cena, that was the peak of Randy Orton. That was the last peak of Randy Orton. Right now, we have a great shot, an opportunity even, to create a new era, to go into a new era. This is what we want. Maybe this is just the right moment to turn things around. Now, in the grand scheme of things, this still doesn't, progress the mainline story of the WWE. You guys are sick and tired of probably, of me saying this, but the mainline storyline of the WWE is Cody, Roman, Rock, and all those people. But this is a good spinoff, right? We can entertain ourselves for a good long while. But the end goal, unfortunately, is going to be Cody Rhodes getting the title back and somehow moving into a feud with Roman Reigns. And that is why I am sick and tired of this feud not wrapping up. Because you know there's going to become like this necessity to get the title off of Randy, if he has a title, put it back on Cody just in time for this feud to wrap up and Randy Orton to go away and Cody Rhodes to go further with Roman Reigns. That takes away from the importance, from the relevancy, from the actual, oh yeah, let's depend on you right now, Randy, to carry the brand forward. No, all of this right here is a smokescreen. This WrestleMania feels like an exhibition. All of this really feels like a warm-up for next year's WrestleMania, Rock, Roman. And I hope by that point we can wrap up Cody versus Roman and move the fuck on, bro. I swear to God, we gotta move on, bro. Why? Because this is what happens. This is what happens. What happened last year? Cena and Cody. Yeah, okay, Cena got the title, but what happened then? We all knew we had to get the title back on Cody because, he can't walk into WrestleMania without the belt, right? So there are like a few almost mythical, almost freaking like, unbreakable laws of physics almost that prevent anybody in the WWE to get forward. Why? Because we have to go out there and we got to make sure that we put Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes in a powerful position so that they can go out there and potentially have their match whenever they're ready. What about Randy? What about Punk? I'm sick and tired of this, chat. This WrestleMania is a complete freaking a dumpster fire. Next week on Raw, we're gonna get Roman Reigns all upset at CM Punk, and then he's gonna talk about, oh yeah, you talked about my dad, and then he might look at the Usos and say, why are you guys defending my honor? I didn't ask you guys. I didn't tell you guys this. And then the Usos are gonna be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do things because you tell us to or you don't tell us to. Who do you think you are? And that's gonna reignite some friction in the bloodline. And then CM Punk is gonna use that to gaslight Jey Uso, yada yada yada. It's gonna be a whole fiasco, and then we're gonna go from there. On the other hand, we're gonna get Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton feud about this right here. Next week, Cody Rhodes is gonna come out and he's gonna say, "Oh, my mentor, the man I used to love, the man I used to respect, the man I used to admire. He turned his back on me. I thought he loved me. I thought he needed me. I guess I was wrong." You know what I'm saying? That's all he's going to say. Had they really built up to this moment for Randy Orton, we could have believed it. Had they done this in the chamber where there was a seed of doubt, a seed of heelness that we could have used, then we could have used that today. This came out of nowhere a little bit. I don't know if it came across for you guys, but the people in the arena, I don't know, they didn't really pop like this, I don't know. I'm happy that he turned heel. It was great that he turned heel. I love seeing this as a visual. This was good. You know what I'm saying? This is better. Don't get me wrong here, chat. What happened today is much better than what the opposite would have been. If they came out, hugged it out, I loved you, I love you today, we're going to have a great match, may the best man win, yada. No. That would have been a death sentence, my brothers and sisters. That would have been a death sentence, my brothers and sisters. Luckily, we didn't get that. But to me, it feels a little bit rushed. It feels a little bit desperate. It feels a little bit unthorough, if that's a word. It doesn't feel thorough why they did this. So I'm not really too sure how to feel about this. I'm happy that it happened, but it's we kind of saw it coming, but I'm not really sure if this was really done well. That's my biggest problem. This WrestleMania kind of carries that undertone. It doesn't quite feel like they did it well.